So here's the truth about Vyper Syren. I only have plans to release 3 or 4 albums. The first one, Everything is Temporary, that's the sad one, ambitious, adventurous one. Second one, Dare You to Move, that one is more aggressive, more metal, more bad words, takes it to another level. The third one is gonna be stripped down and more pop and more like focus on songwriting and experimenting with other sounds and stuff. And the fourth one, this one may be an EDM type. It's gonna be like those clubbing songs, very simple, repetitive, boom, 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 like FL Studio, you know. It's like the quality and songwriting goes up and then it will drop back down again. But other than that, I don't have any plans for a 5th album. I never even wanted to make an album in the first place. Because my mindset at that point a few years ago was like, okay, no one's buying albums anymore, CDs are freaking dead. So I was thinking like, why the heck should I make a body of work that no one's gonna listen to, you know? Just like every few months make a single and then if it pops off then, you know, make more. Then just take all your successful singles and put it in an album. That was my original plan and a plan that, you know, a lot of people are doing. I also personally didn't really understand what an album is. Like, is it a collection of songs they all need to relate, but in Ride the Lightning some things don't relate at all, you know? And sometimes albums, some things just seem out of place. I was thinking like, are there any rules to this? If I add this or do that, is it still considered an album? But the turning point was that, you know, I write a lot of songs about existential dread, then I thought like, why don't I make an album? Because all of them fit more or less the same themes. I just thought about that for a few seconds and I was like, okay, that sounds cool. Then I just made one, you know? Then after that, I naturally, second album, it's gonna be aggressive. Then, you know, like a step further, like Master of Puppets to Injustice for All, you know, that transition. Then I want the second one to go hard and it goes hard and then everything about it is just like another level. And of course I want to experiment away from that, so the third one is more experimental and also more simple. It's simple, but at the same time, it's also gonna get a little bit complicated. But basically more stripped down, but more experimental. Like going back to the basics. But that EDM one, even though it's something I'm interested in, it feels like a real drop from quality. Will I even make it? I don't know. If it feels like not good enough, maybe I wouldn't. Then for other side projects, I'll release some singles that I want to release, and then maybe an instrumental album, then I have really no idea for Vyper Syren anymore. Honestly, a lot of the songs, I don't even remember how to play it. After I record it, I don't know how to play it. I don't write down all the chords and stuff. And the arrangements are way too complicated to play live, seriously. I 50-50 kinda regret it because I don't even remember what time signature the song was or how I need to count it, you know? But you know, since I wrote the song, then I can just change it when I play it live, you know? But I did accept that because, you know, the Beatles, they just spent the last few years recording songs, but they didn't even play live, you know? So basically the point is that I already figured out the timeline of what am I gonna do with this. Unless I think of another story, I can continue on and make, you know, until 10 albums. But right now, for these few years, I only had this 4 albums planned in mind already for a long time. At a time where I didn't believe in albums anymore, I was subconsciously already working on it. Before I even started my first one, I was already writing songs for the second one. Even when making the first one, I was already getting ideas for the third one already. Now I'm working on my second one, I'm already doing future songs already for a long time already. Then the instrumental Silver Sun Tap Water, that was supposed to be on my third one, the first song for that one, but I changed my mind. And the one called V, it was also supposed to be on my third one. Maybe it's gonna be there. But you know, it's just like going here and there, working on songs and songs, you know? So I don't have any intention of playing it live, it's too complicated, I wouldn't remember it, you know? It's a bop to listen to and it really tickles my creativity bones. But you know, so far, this is the timeline I've made for myself. Then maybe one day when I really don't have ideas, I'll just abandon it, who knows? For example, my YouTube channels, when I'm so passionate, I'll focus all of my energy into it. And then when I have no ideas, I'll just like schedule videos and just leave it behind and abandon it. If I can abandon so many YouTube channels that have thousands of subscribers, then what's to say I wouldn't abandon my music, you know? So that's the truth, the path I've been following for all of these years, and you know, anything can happen. So that's the truth about Vyper Syren.